Hi everyone, it's Nisha. Welcome to my channel. I just finished putting together this smoky eye and pink lip for you, and I hope you like this look. It's perfect to wear out on a date night, girls night, anywhere you want to look that you want to look extra special. And a smoky eye, pardon me, is super hot. I hope you guys enjoy this look. Stay tuned. Okay, so whenever we're doing a smoky eye, I like to start with a bare face and start with my eyes right away. That way, if you have any fallout, you're not going to have to worry about getting it on your foundation. So to start, we're going to use the NC42 Studio Finish Concealer, and we're going to use this to prime our eyes. I'm just going to use my middle finger to apply this to the eye. This is a great way, especially when you're doing a matte dark shadow for a smoky eye. You want to give it something to stick to. And using a concealer is a great way to also camouflage any redness that you might have on your eyelid, as well as prepare the eye for the actual shadow to stick on. So I'm using the Eye Studio Maybelline New York in black, and we're going to use the Eye Studio applicator that came with it. So this is, like I said, going to be the base for our smoky eye, and we're going to go ahead and apply this right to our eyelid. So you can see how intense the color is. So this formulation is a gel. I really like it. It's smooth. It does last quite a long time as far as like the product shelf life, and it's really it glides on really easily. So another trick is you want to make sure that you get really close to your lashes, because you don't, later on when we're going to put false lashes on, you want to make sure that you don't have any spots showing through. Now that we've laid down our liner, we're going to go back over it and just smudge it out a little bit, and so that it's not such a harsh line. So I'm going to use the same tool that came with the Maybelline, and we're just going to go back over the liner just to kind of bring it up to about a midway point on our eye. So you can see I haven't applied any additional product. I'm just working from the product that I have already and working from the bottom up. And this is where we're going to get our deep color for our smoky eye. So we're going to go ahead and put down our eyeshadow now, and I'm using the Top 10 Trendsetters Guilty Pleasures palette from Hard Candy. And we're going to use this color right here. And I'm going to use this flat brush from the Sephora brush line. So we're going to go ahead and just apply the product there like that, and we're going to put a good amount on the one side, and we're going to pat it onto our eye. Another reason that I didn't do my foundation right now is because when we start adding the darker eyeshadow, you're gonna see it fall out. And later on, we're going to wipe that off, so we don't want to worry about that. Putting our foundation on and then coming back and having to get that off of our foundation is quite messy. So I'm just patting it on, and this is a really beautiful color. I like how it's looking. So we're going to pat it just above the crease here. So now we're going to go in with the same palette, and we're going to use this color right here, and we're going to use that with the fluffy brush, the round fluffy brush, and this is going to be our transition shade. And we're going to add that to the crease part of our eye, which is right here. I like using a brown with a black, especially when you're doing a smoky eye. I find it gives a really nice color transition. There we go. I've cleaned off the fluffy brush, and now we're just going to go in and just diffuse the lines. So you're just going to use a sweeping motion very softly just to blend this up to your brow. Notice I'm not putting anything at the top brow bone. We're just going to leave it as is. So I finished with the eyes for now, and we're going to go ahead and prep the skin for foundation. I'm using today my Chanel Hydra Beauty Serum, and I'm going to use 1 pump of this. And we're going to apply this just with our fingers all over the face. We're going to follow up now with our Chanel Hydra Beauty Crème as our moisturizer today. And I'm using about a finger size amount right there, and I'm going to apply it with my fingers as well all over the face. And just dot it over to give an even application. This is great in the winter months, this moisturizer, just because it is drier here in Toronto area. Our winters are really cold, and inside tends to be a lot of heat. So you want to make sure that you have good hydrated skin, so that way your foundation looks really flawless when you put it on. For foundation, we're using our Clarins Natural Radiance Foundation, and I'm in the shade 114 Cappuccino. And now I'm just going to dot this all over my face. This foundation has a medium coverage. Okay, next we're going to move on to concealer, and the concealer that I'm using is the MAC Studio Finish in NC42, like I mentioned before, and I'm using my ring finger as well, and we're going to place this right underneath the eye. So we're going to go ahead and set the foundation. I'm using the Clarins Ever Matte in 02, and I'm using the Sephora Fluffy Powder Brush that came with the set. And I'm going to put this everywhere except underneath my eyes where my concealer was. I'm going to go ahead and set my concealer with the same Ever Matte powder. This powder is the 00, and I'm going to put it right underneath my eye where my concealer was. And I'm using the same brush. So I've completed my eyebrows off camera, and I'll put a list of the products that I use in the description box below. So we're going to move on to highlight now, and the highlight color that I'm using is the NARS Miss Liberty. And for this I'm going to use the powder, actually it's the blush brush from the Sephora line. And I'm just going to load that up, and I'm going to apply it just along the top part of my cheeks. This has a great shimmer. It has a pink tone to it, but it looks really nice, especially against the dark smoky eye. So we're going to move on to blush now, and for blush I'm using the Quo Baked Blush in Pinch, and I'm using the same brush that I used before. And I'm just going to swirl that in. Now with blush, I always like to make sure that I tap off the excess. That's the trick. So you can see right there where the excess went. So now we have the perfect amount on our brush, and we're just going to apply this to the apples of our cheeks. And do a light sweeping motion just along the apples, and use a lighter pink to a mauve shade, especially with a deep eye. It will really bring the colors out. So we're moving on to contour, and we're going to do a light contour today, and the color that we're using is by Clarins, and it's the Bronzing Duo in Dark, and it's the 03 shade. And I wish I could show you, unfortunately mine broke, but I'm still going to go ahead and use the product. And I'm using the same brush that we used with the last 2 applications of our cheek products. So I've just added a little bit of product on the brush, and now we're going to go ahead and add this to our hollows of our cheeks. And while we still have product on our brush, we're going to use the same brush just along our jawline here. And now there's no product on our brush, and we're just going to go back and just blend it up. Now that we've finished with the face, we're going to move on to the eyes again. We're going to use the Eye Studio, the same gel liner, and we're going to put this in the inner part of our eye. Right here on the eyelid. the eye line. We're going to go ahead and use the same gray shade and an angled brush from the Sephora line, and we're going to use that underneath our eyes, just along our lash line. We're going to add lashes to the look today, and the lashes that I'm using are the Kiss number 11s. So our look is almost complete. We're going to move on to lips now, and then we're going to come back and put the final coat of mascara on our lashes. So the color that I'm using for lips today is the LUSH Cosmetics color, and the color is Perceptive. I really like this color, and you'll see why when I put it on. So I hope you like this look. We're going to finish off with putting a couple coats of mascara on our eyes just to blend our lashes in with our false lashes. So the mascara that I'm using is a Lancôme Definicils Mascara HD Mascara in black. And I'm only going to put a couple coats on. And I'll just alternate between my top and my lower lashes. So here's our completed look, a dark smoky eye with a pink lip. I hope you like this look, and I hope you have fun recreating this look at home. I'll list the products like I said in the description box below. So I look forward to bringing you more videos, and let me know below what you want me to make a video of. See you next time, like and comment, and I'll see you guys later. Thank you.